Hi, I'm Chris. I work here at Puck in the CNC department, and today we're going to show you the process of one particular part and how it moves through the whole facility from start to finish. And that part will be our motor mount for our hose cart that we use on the TTR20. So the process of the way we cut parts here is our parts come into our work queue, and then the parts on the laser that need to get cut, Matt will nest those on his computer, and so he takes the part, puts it into the software program that nests the sheet that we need to cut, and so he picks the parts that need to be cut for like this whole entire TTR20, for example, and the program will get as many parts on that one sheet of sheet metal as possible, and then he can send that program to the machine to get it cut. So the sheet that we're loading now is 1/2-inch plate steel, and it weighs a little bit over 1,000 pounds, and it's A36 steel. So we're loading that onto the laser as Matt is nesting the sheet, and we can load the fresh sheet on one side while the laser is cutting parts on the other side. The machine is piercing holes, and it pierces the holes in every single part on the sheet, and then it's going to come back later and actually cut the part out. And then once it's done, the sheet will move to the offloading portion, and we can pick the parts out of the sheet and take them down to where they go next. So the next stop for this part is it's going to go down to our CNC press brake, and we're going to form it to its proper shape. So we're forming this part on our smaller press brake. This is a hydraulic press brake, and it's a 260-ton brake. So what we're doing is forming this 1/2-inch sheet metal, folding it up into the shape that it needs to be, and then we will check the angle and check any dimensions that we need to make sure the part is properly bent. Now that we have the part properly bent, the next stop is we're taking it down to the fabrication department so one of the fab techs can weld it. And what he will do is look for the blueprint of the part, and he can also look up the solid model that we have drawn to see how this part needs to be welded. So once the welder has the parts put together properly, he can check and make sure all the angles are correct where they need to be. And what he'll do is tack it together in a few spots so it doesn't pull while welding. And then he can check the print and see which features of that part need to be fully welded. So after welding, the part will get cleaned up and then taken down to our powder coating department, where the powder coat team will wash the part, dry it, apply the primer, bake it, and then apply the final color powder coat and then bake that once more. After powder coating, the part will then travel to the assembly department, where we can see here Jesse is installing this onto the side rails of our hose cart, and he's also going to install the 2-speed hydraulic motor, which is used to roll up the hose, and it can also be put into a free spooling mode so you can unload your hose quicker. Well, thanks for watching this part go through our production line, and we hope you enjoyed seeing how your parts get made for your equipment.